And joining me is Fong Nguyen, UNICEF Chief of Field Office in Maiduguri, Borno State, Northeast Nigeria. Hello, Nguyen.
Hello, good evening, and happy World Humanitarian Day to you.
Thank you very much. Now, today is World Humanitarian Day, and United Nations say more than 475 aid workers have been killed, with most of the violence taking place in Africa. Tell us, how does it feel to be an aid worker in Africa?
Yes, thank you very much. I think being an aid worker in Northeast Nigeria, in Africa, anywhere in the world, it really is a call to service and an opportunity for us to change the status quo. We know that the work that we do, despite it humanitarians workers being endangered, we know that what we do has impact on the most vulnerable children, the most vulnerable boys, girls, women, and families. We know that immunization works and it saves lives. We know that access to quality allows children to climb out of poverty. So it does work, and it has been proven to work. So I find that, you know, when people or groups are targeting humanitarian aid workers, it is very it's a detriment to development in general across the world. And I appeal to all UNICEF, on behalf of UNICEF, I'm calling on all sides of the conflict to protect humanitarian workers and, in essence, all conflict affected people.
Nguyen, a record number of people are said to require humanitarian assistance in 2021. You are on the field, you would know better. What are the factors fueling insecurity and violence across these hotspots?
Yes, unfortunately, there are many factors responsible for this. The humanitarian space for us is shrinking day by day. But what we really, you know, what's apparent to us is that as UNICEF, we really want to focus on children, on vulnerable youth, on women, on families, and trying to find ways in which we can support them to ensure that their rights are met, their rights to education, their right to nutrition, their right to protection. We need to focus on them, and we need to engage young people to have better opportunities. Here, UNICEF in Northeast Nigeria, we have been working closely with young people to provide them with education, with protection, and also livelihood and skills training. We have worked with over 3,000 young people, helping them with livelihood skills training, such as tailoring, such as production of bags, making face masks, producing soap. And they've done this during COVID-19 to be able to distribute to IDP camps, to schools across IDP centers, to child-friendly spaces. So we need to focus on young people and making sure that their rights are met. If they are the future of tomorrow, we need to invest in them today.
We are aware that the theme of this year's World Humanitarian Day 2021 is headlined Human Race. What will be the main highlight of this year's observation?
Yes, and the theme focuses on climate change and a call to action. UNICEF and other humanitarian communities around the world, and certainly here in Northeast Nigeria, we're calling on the government, we're calling on civil society groups, we're calling on corporations. We want to pass on the baton to climate change and calling for action. So here in Borno, we have gotten together humanitarian communities together with the government, have passed on this message, really making sure that we protect the environment and call for action on the climate change and how to reverse that. And we are planting trees such as orange trees, cashew trees, quite a number of trees, and we've been doing that together with other humanitarian workers and with the government, certainly under their leadership, to make sure that these trees are nurtured and protected, such as what we're trying to do right now for the children of Nigeria.
Well, I'm glad that you have mentioned a couple of things that UNICEF and other aid organizations, including the government, are doing to bring relief and, of course, to bring some sort of humanitarian assistance to the people in that area. But then, do you have issues of language and cultural barriers? And how are you planning, or you've been planning, to overcome that barrier?
Yes. UNICEF and other humanitarian workers, we don't go into this work solo. So we certainly engage with the government, we engage with civil society groups, and most importantly, we engage with communities. They are the backbone of everything that we do. We support them, but we want to also make sure that they're leading this process, whether it be climate change, whether it be to avert crisis. We want to put them in the center of all that we do, and we are the backseat driver to that. So they have to factor in, they're part of the planning process, they're part of the solution. And together, we are very confident by working this way, we are able to help sustain the gains made.
Thank you very much, Nguyen, and happy World Humanitarian Day.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you.